When is your next day off? The next time you're getting together with friends? Do you know where you're going? If the answer is no, let me help you out. Welcome to Westbrook, Maine. Located in southern Maine, Westbrook is a quiet suburb of Greater Portland. I know you know Portland. The city is renowned for being one of the great gastronomic destinations that New England has to offer. But where else can Maine residents get their food fix without battling the street parking and long lines of Portland? While there is no shortage of good food throughout Maine, Westbrook has quickly become a great place to grab a bite without the bustle that comes with the big city. Westbrook was incorporated in 1814 on the banks of the Presumpscot River and Saccarappa Falls. Originally a mill town, these grand brick buildings have now become home to residents as well as local businesses. Westbrook's Main Street is a great destination for couples, friends, and families to go enjoy a day off. Scenic views of the river guide a river walk that borders downtown, which is dotted with parks, trails, and more importantly, diverse culinary destinations. Today, we're going to take a walk down Main Street and along the river to see what this colorful community has to offer.
The Daily Grind drive-thru is located here at 820 Main Street in Westbrook. It has been open since the year 2000 and was recently purchased by Joe and Sue Salisbury in 2016.
The drive-thru's popularity allowed Joe and Sue to buy the building in front of the drive-thru, which is now home to a cozy coffee shop. Both are open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and weekend hours are from 7 to 3. The coffee shop closes on Sundays, but don't worry. The drive-thru is still brewing all weekend long.
Quill Books and Beverage is located here at 1 Westbrook Common and is best known for being an LGBTQ+ safe space. They host a variety of events such as a queer holiday makers market, open mic nights, writing workshops, and much more that you can find on their Facebook events page. They're also serving up paninis, salads, snacks, and breakfast sandwiches every day. Black Dina Chocolatiers first came to be on Isle La Haute, just south of Acadia National Park. It was in Kate Schaffer's kitchen at the base of Black Dina Mountain that these chocolates came to popularity. Now you can find these coastal Maine candies right here at 869 Main Street in Westbrook.
Black Dina Chocolatiers specialize in gourmet, small batch candies made with local and fair trade ingredients. They make everything from barks and caramels to drinking chocolate. Let's hear a little more from the owners themselves, Kate and Steve Schaffer.
So we started on Isle La Haute, which is a small island. Anybody know where Isle La Haute is? For her that you've been out there? All right. It's a small island, 4 hours north of here, 40-minute boat ride out to sea. All it had was a mail boat that you'd have to take, didn't have a car ferry or anything. And we were living on the island. I was doing construction. Kate was working at the keeper's house, which was a bed and breakfast. And so the first year, Kate, what she decided to do was cook for people that were coming out in the summertime, and did some of that. And then I also found a little kid's house that was in the woods, pulled it out and put it at the end of our driveway, and Kate would make pastries and coffee, and people walking to the park or going to fish would stop, grab a couple of pastries and leave money in the can. And one thing led to another. She started making the chocolate. After our first year, we ended up, Sam Hayward, who's the, I don't know if you all know who he is. He owns 4th Street, started 4th Street, well known across the nation. He said it was his favorite place to eat in Maine, which we never knew, and it was in Downey's magazine. And then the following year, we ended up being in Gourmet magazine, and then the year after that, we ended up in Martha Stewart. So we had a lot of little boosts along the way, and then that allowed us to. The Martha Stewart article allowed us to move out of our production out of our house, and there was a barn on the property which we set up a commercial kitchen. And we did that for 4 years, and then outgrew that space, and then we ended up down here. We use fresh ingredients. We use Casco Bay butter, which is a local producer. We use Baker Farm, which is a local dairy. And we use a lot of farm ingredients from farms throughout the state. We have an actual farm market collection where we use ingredients like that. And one of the things that we then do with it is we either infuse it into the cream and butter and then start adding in the chocolate. And that forms your ganache centers.
Black Dinah chocolatiers make all their treats with fresh cream and butter from local farms. They also buy or trade for fresh herbs, fruits, vegetables, and edible flowers with Maine farmers and gardeners they have met on their journey to becoming an award-winning confectionery.
First is our flagship Saccarappa. Right behind that we have our gingerbread truffles, and right behind that is our Peruvian gelato.
Because they are a small producer, they're able to put immense amounts of thought into where they are sourcing their ingredients. Believe it or not, certain chocolate producers' operations can cause harm to communities by using slave labor, as well as causing harm to the environment around them by clear-cutting trees to grow cacao.
But because we are small volume base, we really think about where we're sourcing our ingredients from. And the world is changing, and so is chocolate making. And so a lot of small producers like us are starting to think about those things too, and that's fabulous. So,
On a lighter note, Black Dinah's location in Westbrook sells more chocolate than you ever knew you needed. Chocolate hedgehogs, sea salt caramels, and you can even send expecting parents a 9-month subscription to these gourmet sweets. Stores across New England carry their chocolates, so if you aren't able to make it into Westbrook, there's always a chance for you to track them down. Their home base here in Westbrook is open from 9 to 5 every day but Sunday.
now this is a culinary attraction you likely haven't sought out before, mushrooms. North Spore is located here at 90 Bridge Street in Westbrook, and not only do they supply local restaurants with their mushrooms, but they also sell their mushrooms at farmers markets alongside teas, tinctures, and home growing kits.
North Spore's mission is to provide access to the mycological world through spawn production, research, and innovative mushroom cultivation. And they're doing so right on the banks of the Saccarappa Falls. And they have it down to a science, literally. North Spore makes sawdust, grain, and even plug spawn for both commercial and personal growing. You can also catch them at your local farmers market.
Inhale carbon dioxide and exhale, or inhale oxygen, exhale carbon dioxide, just like us. They're not like plants. So this space would very quickly become devoid of oxygen, and they would start to grow all funky, not grow. And so we need to constantly have air exchange.
And do you want to take the wild home with you? Well, now you can, because North Spore is selling home growing kits for all your favorite mushrooms. If you can't make it to a market, no worries. They're even selling their spawn plugs at our local Whole Foods.
Then you just drill a hole. Place it in there. And we'll put some wax on
And that's really all you need to grow your own mushrooms. Westbrook doesn't have a food producer more unique than North Spore. It's a Wednesday night, and you and your friends are looking for something to do. Don't worry, I know a great spot. Mast Landing opened its brewery doors in 2015. Since then, the Westbrook native beer producer has taken its beers all across the country. Mast Landing beers are distributed across Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and sometimes even Virginia and Washington, D.C. They brew anything from crowd favorites such as Gunner's Daughter, a milk stout with the flavors of peanut butter, coffee, and dark chocolate, to 100 Mile Wilderness, a trail mix stout with the flavors of cranberries, peanuts, and chocolate. They also have no shortage of India Pale Ales and a few porters as well. Their tasting room hosts frequent appearances by local food trucks and chefs, making Mast Landing an ever-changing food and brew destination at the heart of Westbrook. But why are we here on a Wednesday night? Because it's the best night of the week here at Mast Landing. Trivia night. Every Wednesday night at 6:30, Mast Landing is hosting Stump Trivia. Bring your biggest and smartest group of friends, otherwise these trivia questions might leave you feeling stumped. With groovy tunes and delicious brews, Trivia night will not disappoint you or those in your company. Come check out their brand new tasting room from 12 to 9 Tuesday through Saturday, or 12 to 6 on Sunday. So, remember that day off we were talking about? I think I know where you want to go now. And I hope you have a great time in Westbrook, Maine.